and a bunch of different types of senior care facilities.
We learned a lot, and I'm very excited about what they're going to be doing for people.
It's the wave of the future. The new buildings that are coming on are way more advanced in technology and service. We were having a conversation with somebody last night about it. Another, so not only friends of ours that were at our house, but also investor friends, and telling them that they were concerned about, a nursing home is a nursing home.
Yeah, it's not the same anymore.
Not the same anymore. It's not. Nope. These nursing homes are not like the ones that your father and mother
feared,
or and I know my mother definitely didn't want to be put in one.
No,
neither did my father. But these ones are amazing. And
they
one of the things I
care.
had said to the person was that it came down to, they can have all the technology in the world, but it still comes down to the person serving the elderly, right?
Yes.
But my comment back to them was that with all that technology, you can't just hire somebody off the street. It has to be somebody who has some schooling, and so you're going to get a better quality of employee, hopefully.
Right.
So the one-on-one service should be better also.
Yeah.
So
and I got from that conference, after listening to them speak, that they really do genuinely care about the elderly.
Yep. So we're getting ready. I know you usually run the housing department and I run the investment side, but we are getting close to pulling the trigger on our first investment with some senior living facilities.
That's right.
And so we're excited about those, and we can talk with people about those if anybody has any interest in those. At a later date, you can contact us. We'll give you that information towards the end of the show.
Financial concerns?
21% of people surveyed are afraid that they're going to outlive their money.
I could see that being a concern.
Yeah, but 21% is not a big number.
No.
So that's really pretty.
They've planned ahead.
That's
good.
Now, when we're talking about maybe some of the X generation and the millennials, that number might be up in the 40s and 50%. I don't know if I told you or not. I think I did, because I usually tell you almost everything. Didn't tell her about that new Ferrari I just bought. I'm just kidding. But I was having a survey. I did a survey myself on Facebook, and one of the millennials that answered my survey said that it was basically, the survey was roughly, would you rather buy, own, rent, or lease? And his response back was a one-liner, and he said, I would rent my shoes if I could.
Where does that thought process come from?
I have no idea. Maybe the millennials just don't want to own anything yet. They just want to lease and rent. And so I said to Julie, I said, hey, I got a business idea. We need to start renting shoes.
No more businesses for you.
And 21% believe that they will have to downgrade their lifestyle.
Yeah.
That's a low number. I mean, it's not as low as I'd like to see it. Under 10 would be really great, or even under 15 would be really great. But
I think these are low because in the other statistics it showed that people were planning. There was a large number of people who were going to have a fair amount of money when they retired.
Right. Yep. You're exactly right. And so I think that's pretty good. So.
Well, this is an interesting thought from your peers, ranging from ages their 30s to their 80s, satisfied with their lifestyle today. So
in their 30s, 68% of the people that were surveyed were happy in their 30s. Were you happy in your 30s? That was like, what, 2 years ago?
I wish. Yeah. I guess I was.
We worked a lot. We worked really hard.
Yeah.
Not that anybody else does.
I feel happier now than I did then.
So
things are getting a little easier.
Okay, so now we're getting to her next bracket that she's actually in. That's why she's saying she's so happy. So 83% of people in their 40s said that they were very happy in their 40s. 83%.
That's a good number.
I was very happy. I mean, 40s is kind of that peak number, maybe.
Yeah. And this is next one is Sid's bracket.
Yeah. 85% people in their 50s say they're happy to be in their 50s.
And this is the very, very interesting part. 90% of people say they're happy in their 60s and 70s. Those are your retirement years.
That's awesome.
That's great.
That means that those who got surveyed that are not in that 90% bracket in their 60s and 70s are so happy. You got to go back and look and say, you know what? You made the right choices along the way.
Right.
You know, you maybe you didn't think that then, but if you're happy, and there's that many of them that are happy, they made the right choices along the way. They did the right things. And sure, they had some hiccups and, cycles go up and down. And, Malie, everything in life, I believe everything in life has a cycle.
Yes.
From a blade of grass to the hair on your head to a stock and to a company. Everything has a cycle. Silver goes up, silver goes down, gold goes up, gold goes down. Everything's on a cycle. You have to learn the cycles.
Right.
But I just got to say hats off to those people. I mean, they pulled the trigger. They did everything that was right, and they had a little luck along the way. And, it was great.
That's 20 years.
Yeah, exactly. That's a 20-year span that people are really happy with how their life is right then and there.
So you can look forward to retirement.
Right. 86% of people said that they were happy in their 80s. That's still a really high number. And again, that's still an impressive number. 80 being 80 plus years old and being happy. Yeah. I mean, I'd be happy just to get to 80s.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it is. They're happy just to get to 80. I'm not sure.
Well, this segment of the show was to bring awareness of some things you should think about prior to reaching your pre-retirement and your retirement years. If you should have any questions, please feel free to contact us at sid@sidchase.com, and we'd be happy to answer any of your questions.
Of course, there's no obligations.
Right. No.
Right. No. Look, folks. We run a business. Everybody needs to make money, but this show is really about giving you the information that you need to be a better investor, to live happier in your 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, maybe to come up with some ideas for maybe we can give you some ideas of trying to find other ways to make income, all different things like that. That's really what this show is about.
We're happy to help.
We're happy to help. We're here to help.
Yes. So stay tuned after this short commercial break. Now we're going to talk about Sid and Julie Chase.
Yep.
Thank you, guys.
With more than 17 years' experience, Chase Signature Homes delivers high-quality craftsmanship on your lot or on theirs. Each member of the team brings a unique set of skills, but they all have one common interest: the passion for home building and a commitment to the homeowner. With online client access, you'll love building your new home. All the details of your custom home during construction are right at your fingertips. Chase Signature Homes looks forward to serving you. Call today at 843-839-1006. That's 843-839-1006. Or check them out on the web at ChaseSignatureHomes.com. That's ChaseSignatureHomes.com.
Everyone has heard the horror stories. Feeling in the dark. Being overwhelmed with choices. Never really knowing where the financials stand. The he said, she said standoffs. And the fun just getting sucked right out of the building process. And it happens all the time. But it doesn't have to be that way. With our online system, you'll actually enjoy your building project. You'll have all of the details at your fingertips, wherever you have web access. You'll have all of your decisions and related information displayed neatly in order. We'll even send you automatic reminders about what's coming up next. If you decide to splurge on a few extras, you'll always know how much you've spent, and you can securely approve those things right online. You'll see your project taking shape as you track major milestones and view the progress in the online photo gallery. So, why do we do all of this? Well, it's because we've heard the contractor horror stories too. That's why we've invested in our online system to make sure that the fun stays in the building process and that you're still raving about it years down the road. Want to learn more? Just ask us about it, and we'll be happy to give you a first-hand tour.
Call Chase Signature Homes today, 843-839-1006, or online at ChaseSignatureHomes.com.
Feel free to call in and talk with Sid and Julie at 843-839-9950. It's the No Bull Money Hour with Sid and Julie Chase.
Welcome back to to your Noble Money Hour show with Sid and Julie Chase. So we took a short break, and now we're going to talk a little bit about Sid and myself.
You're good at that, so I'll let you go ahead.
Oh, no, that's you.
So we are both originally from upstate New York. So those of you that might be down here from New York, that does not mean Poughkeepsie, New York.
No.
It actually means north of Syracuse in the Rochester area. So as we New Yorkers would say, central New York.
Yep.
North, upstate, central New York.
Yeah, we live near Lake Ontario.
Lived right on Lake Ontario, yep. My
That
parents.
was one of the funniest things when we moved here, and we lived on a lake. And I'm like, wow, I don't think they've ever seen Lake Ontario if they're calling that
you
a
mean
lake.
the water they have down here behind everybody's houses? They call them lakes. We call them ponds on steroids. That's basically what we call them down here. That's definitely not a lake, especially if anybody, any of the listeners here today have ever been to Lake Marion or here in South Carolina or Finger Lakes in New York or Lake Okeechobee in Florida. Those are lakes.
Yeah.
These things here are just ponds on steroids.
Yes.
So I also spent 15 years in the military, got out a few years ago as a veteran, and we've been together.
Almost 27 years.
27 years we've been together.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely going to heaven.
Yes.
There's no doubt about it.
You've got a golden ticket.
I got a golden ticket. Yep.
We started out with $2,500.
$2,500 in the car.
Your car.
My car, and whatever we could
And
stuff
what we
into
could fit in it. Yeah.
That's what we started out with as we walked out of the courthouse for my second and final divorce.
Yes.
Right.
Well, I'm happy to hear you say final.
Final.
divorce.
You're it, man. I learned on the other two how to train you. I'm just kidding, folks. I know. I'm just kidding.
So this year we celebrate 26 years of marriage on
New
December
Year's Eve.
31st. Yeah, December 31st.
You know what? I was pretty smart to pick that date because I picked that date, folks.
Yes.
You know why I picked that date, right?
So you wouldn't forget.
Right, exactly. New Year's Eve. I'm always out to dinner or at a party. Can't forget. So I'm covered. Children. We have a couple, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. Boys.
All boys.
All boys.
Yep, 5 boys, actually. So we have 9 grandchildren.
Yes. 9 beautiful grandchildren.
And what else?
Well, we moved here about 7 years ago.
7 years ago, yep. Took a little time off when we first got down here. Tried the semi-retirement thing, and I got bored.
Yeah. As you've made clear, you're not going to do well with retirement.
Yeah. Well,
that's okay. I'll keep you working.
Well, I was writing my next book is what I was doing during that time. And
that's right.
And I realized that the market was, we realized that we wanted to leave New York before the market even crashed, back in the late 2007, 8, 9, that time frame, and realized that we wanted to be in a different place. Mm-hmm. And so we took the opportunity and we moved down and we picked here. It wasn't one of our 3 choices originally, but we ended up being here on a consulting job, and we ended up staying and very happy with being here. It was probably, minus marrying you and having our children, all the children, the best thing.
Well,
one of our best decisions.
Yeah, we love it. We love it here, and we kind of knew too when we would have to leave to go back home after visits before we moved here permanently, and even the children were sad to leave. Yeah, that's how we knew this was the place to be.
Yep, that was it. If they liked it, we liked it. Yep, that was for sure.
Exactly.
So what else? What else do we want to tell everybody about ourselves?
Well, share some of your accomplishments. Well, our accomplishments, because I've always been kind of behind the scenes before now.
I'm just a good-looking front guy.
Yes.
Julie actually does all the work, folks. That is, and guys and women actually that are out there listening today, I know you're chuckling because though your husband or other half will not admit that sometimes, that is the truth. So I usually come up with the vision and the ideas, and
I'm there to support it.
And she's there to support them and implement them, and we have a great team around us. And
yes, we do.
So we've done a few multiple startup businesses,
a few,
maybe a dozen or more. I don't want to say any of them failed, but I'd say definitely a few of them didn't do as well as we expected.
Yeah,
and so that was that's life.
Right.
You learn from them, and you make the next one better.
We've learned from
and here we are.
Done.
We looked at every business that we ever started is just as a stepping stone.
That's
you know,
right.
When we first got together, we lived in a box under a bridge.
We did not. Close, but we
It
didn't.
was damn close. Actually, we lived in a warehouse.
A warehouse apartment.
Yeah, but every place we ever lived and every business we ever started or a person that we ever worked for, you only actually worked for one person in your whole life, and I've worked for about 3 or 4 different people, military and a private investigator for a while in Maryland, and actually worked for UPS for a little bit as a driver.
Yeah, would you last 30 days?
No, it was more than that. The first snowstorm came, and I said, that's enough of this stuff. So I appreciate and hold up every single delivery driver out there because I've been there. I know that you all have a very tough job. Yes. And if you're not doing it anymore, congratulations for getting through it, because I sure that couldn't do it. So speaking engagements. So I've done a lot of speaking, Australia, Sweden, up and down the East Coast, Las Vegas, California, you name it. New York City real estate show.
Some fun.
Yes,
trips.
we were in Australia for not quite 3 weeks. My first book came out, No Bull Real Estate, and we went there to do some conferences and promote my book and talk to investors and things like that. We got to
see where Nemo was.
We got to see the dentist office where Nemo was. That was cool. And got to see some kangaroos, some joes, eat some crocodile. Yeah. That was good. That was a good time.
Yeah, that was actually pretty good.
Yep. Eyes on the Future, spoke there at RIT in near Rochester, New York. New York City Real Estate Show. I was there for, 4, 5, 6 years in a row. I used to go to that. Columbia University in New York City. And what's your major background? What did you do?
Well, behind the scenes, I was the property manager. We had 37 of our own doors, and then I managed properties for our investors. And I don't know that that's something I'd want to do again.
Yeah, managing's tough. Managing rental units. Managing rental units is very tough, folks.
Yeah.
It really, we're actually, we've been doing this for 25 plus years now. And we've come to the conclusion over the last probably 5 or 6 years, 7 years or so, that single family rental units is not, it's a cheap way to start investing, but it's probably not the best way to start investing. Right. There's a lot of pitfalls and a lot of things that can catch you when you only have one unit to bring in the cash flow. And if they don't pay for some reason, you could be pulling that money out of your own pocket.
Down
so
quickly.
There's a lot of better ways to do that out there.
Yeah.
So
we've done over 400 deals.
400 deals. We flipped a lot of houses
with ourselves and investors.
We've done tax liens. We've done notes, buy and hold properties. We've bought multi-unit properties. We've owned multi-unit properties, bought them for other investors. That's one of the things we do on the investment side, is we help clients find stuff that they can invest in and help them do the due diligence on them. A lot of people out there are very successful at what they do.
Yes.
And they just don't, they know real estate is a place they want to put their money, but they just don't have the time to do it. And so those types of folks give us a call and we help them do that. And it's gratifying to help somebody earn money.
Yes.
It really is. Yep,
and it's something that, the real estate is something we really, really enjoy doing.
Right. Real estate and alternative investing.
Yes.
Yep. And we'll cover that stuff at another time.
Yes.
Commercial deals. We've done a few smaller commercial deals. We've done land acquisitions. We're actually doing that here now in Myrtle Beach. Yep. We just bought, but 2 years ago, we bought our first development down here. And we're now building that development out after we got it all prepped and ready to go. So we're doing that now. And that's looking at 2 more developments to purchase with some of our other investors. Yep. And so we'll get those going. And again, those are here in Horry County. This folks, for those of you that live here, Horry County, it's an amazing county.
It is.
You know, I mean, you got to give credit to Nikki Haley, whether you like her, whether you don't like her, but she did a lot for this area.
Mm-hmm.
The other community leaders, they really got a great plan for Horry County, Myrtle Beach, and the surrounding areas. It really is. I know the traffic's bad; they'll get to it, but this is a great place to live. It really is, and you should be thankful and proud of what your community leaders have done for this area.
Absolutely.
And yes, there's problems. There's problems no matter where you go.
Yeah.
But this is a great place to live.
It sure is.
So if you want to be successful in life, you need to have a good team around you. Probably the most important person on that team would be your other half. Mm-hmm. Male, female, doesn't matter what the other half is. Because without that person being on board with your vision, it's definitely a steep hill. It's already going to be an uphill battle. You know, it already is. Starting your own business or investing, whatever you get started in it, you know, sometimes it could be just getting out of bed can be an uphill battle.
Right.
But without your other half being involved, if you have one, it could be a very, very steep grade.
Yes.
You know,
I agree.
That's one of the most important things.
Yeah. Well, enough about us. Let's talk a little bit about what our show is going to be about.
What show?
Our Noble show.
Oh, this show.
This show.
Yes, I forgot already, folks. Yeah, Dave's looking at me like, what the heck? Did he lose it? Is he drinking something in there? So this show is going to be a very exciting show, and I know this is our first morning, so we probably sounded a little nervous, a little off, but we're normally not on this side of the show.
No.
We're normally the ones being interviewed.
Well,
so,
this is what, maybe
actually,
number 3 for me?
This is the third time. Julie, of all the years that we've been together, Julie has actually only been interviewed twice, and that's been in the last month or two.
Yeah.
And this is like the very first time she's been on this side of the mic. So
very, very new for me.
We think
I like
this
the
is going to be
behind the scenes thing.
yeah, and you do a great job at it, though.
Thanks, honey.
And so this show is just going to be about a lot of different things: business, real estate, alternative investments, where to find them, how to get involved in them, how to do a startup. We're going to have different types of guest speakers, from musicians to actors to.
We'll share a few of those in a few minutes.
Oh, we are?
The list, yeah.
Oh, okay. Getting ahead of myself again.
You are.
Okay. All right. What's our mission statement?
Yeah.
It's really simple. It's been the same one. Honor God.
Many years.
Honor God. Develop people. Pursue excellence. And grow profitability for everyone.
Yes.
Right? No excuses. Everyone starts out in the same playing field.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
What do we got?
So now you can share a little bit about what's coming up on the shows, what you're going to be discussing, business, real estate.
Yeah. Okay. So some of the shows that we're going to be doing in the future are going to be about real estate. They're going to be about home repairs. So you can call in, talk to Julie. She is the rehab diva. Look at folks. I'm the one that does the numbers. I'm the one that comes up with the money for the investing. But Julie's the one. I might lift a 40-pound bag or something. I'm the what do they call it? The gopher guy.
Yeah, you're the gopher.
Right. But
because you're not allowed to play with tools.
Power tools.
Power tools. That's right. If it's got a battery, he's okay.
Got a battery on it, I'm okay. I have a tendency to cut cords. And I know Frank is listening in New York right now, and he's laughing because Frank usually works with us, and he's cracking up right now. But we're going to talk about different types of alternative investments. So forestry, wine, gold, silver, gas, oil, movies, farming, solar, wind farms, art. That's just a few of the different types of alternative investments. And for those of you who spent the majority of your life just talking about or just investing in Wall Street, in stocks and bonds and treasuries and things like that, we're going to take that. This show is going to be completely the other direction. Alternative investments, crowdfunding, those things are what's new, what's coming out there, and it's very exciting and very, very exciting stuff.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about wealthy lifestyles.
Yep.
And
that's
who are
going to
be
some of our guest speakers?
Oh, we have a few that we've called already, and they've all gave us the green light. So we got
Victor Cohen,
two ex NFL football players,
yes.
Victor Cohen and Marion Dukes. Victor played for the Kansas City Chiefs, and Marion Dukes played for the
Miami Dolphins.
Miami Dolphin fans right here, folks. Victor James and Alicia Perrone, they are the lead on Fans of Jimmy Century out of Vegas. They're just got their new channel, by the way, on Spotify and Pandora. So they're doing really great. We're working on having a resident lawyer come in to talk about real estate and business startup stuff.
Yep, answer some questions.
Yep, and the same with the accountant and Miss Holly Hardhat. So Miss Holly Hardhat is from California, and she is like another Julie. So her and her husband do a lot of flipping out in California. We were on her show about a month ago.
Yes.
And she's an amazing woman.
She is.
Knows a lot of stuff, and she is funny. You can check her out on YouTube. Holly Hardhat. Jasmine Kane. I don't know if she won last night. We were supposed to be in Nashville last night for the music awards. So she's alternative rock, and her husband Kevin. I'll let you say that one. Fabrizio. He's out of California, Los Vegas, and Los Angeles, and Fabrizio.
He's in the music industry.
Yeah, he manages. Did a lot of big bands in the 80s and 90s. Doug Gray. He's a local here. Marshall Tucker Band.
That's right. Amazing guy.
Ninon. Yep, Doug is. Doug has got a big heart.
Yeah,
and,
he's a great guy.
Ninon, and she's another radio host in Vegas who's done a lot. Interviewed all the big players, Reagan, Bob Hope, Don Rickles, just to name a few. She's done a lot of stuff. And we're working on, and I believe she is going to come and do a little show with us, is Coco Perez.
Oh, really
so
great.
Coco Perez is a celebrity chef, so we're excited about that. And we will also be taking some phone calls when you guys want to give us a buzz.
Yes, and that'll be exciting, all the new people to share.
I think Gemi from England, she's kind of like an opera-type singer, and she's an amazing. She had an amazing voice. I'll tell you, Alicia has an amazing voice too. Yep, but without James, she's nothing.
Right.
I'm just kidding. They're listening this morning, so. But anyways, I'm just kidding. But Alicia and Gemi have just amazing voices, and so does Jasmine. Jasmine's a lot of rock.
Yeah, we've got to see Jasmine quite a few times.
And she's amazing, and all of them are available. So you can hire them.
That's right.
Yeah, so that's exciting stuff. And so where are we going to next?
Right here. Well, we need to wrap it up. We've got just a few minutes left of the show. It went actually pretty quick.
You want to? It's over?
Yes. You need to stop talking, Sid.
Oh.
You've got just a couple more minutes you can talk.
So we are going to talk about next week. We're going to talk about how to make money during retirement. That's going to be one of the segments for next week's show.
I think that's going to be very interesting.
We have a lot of great ideas for that, and you'd be surprised. I'm sure there's going to be some of them out there that you folks have not even thought about before. So that's really exciting. So if you'd like to get a hold of us, you can email us at
Sid@sidchase.com.
Say that again.
Sid@sidchase.com.
Man, it sounds really nice when you say it. The phone number is 315-398-3322. You can follow us on, if you want to follow us as a team or a group, you can follow us at our Facebook page, The Sid Chase Investment Group, or the YouTube page, The Sid Chase Investment Group. Or if you want to follow us personally, you can follow myself. And on Instagram, it's either Sid Chase Group Investments or the Noble Real Estate King. And we can follow you. Can we follow you?
Yeah, you can follow me at Noble Real Estate Queen.
Those are cool names.
They are.
Our kids came up with those.
Yes, they did.
So I think that's it, though. Are we all wrapped up?
I was just going to say, please keep in mind that with your name, Sid is SYD. So if people are looking at that, that's very important.
Yes,
that's true.
Yes, thank you, Dave.
Sid, as in Sydney, Australia. And the last name is Chase, as in Chase the Bank. But did you know, Dave, that there is not a single Chase Bank in the state of South Carolina?
I did not know that.
There is not.
We frequently get called for making a deposit.
Yeah. So until next week, never give up on your dreams.
Be safe and enjoy your week, everyone. And thank you so much for joining us.
We appreciate it.